Welcome to this video where we will be looking at the use of Conectric's wireless switch sensor and mesh network with our USB gateway product for Node.js. In this video we will be demonstrating how to use our switch sensor and Node.js gateway module to send SMS alerts through Twilio whenever a door opens. Conectric provides an easy-to-use SDK for Node.js which allows developers to get up and running with our sensors very quickly with minimal coding. The SDK runs on macOS, Windows and popular Linux distributions, including Raspbian for the Raspberry Pi. Our software is available for install from the popular Npm package manager. To get started, simply require the package, then call the runGateway method, passing it an onSensorMessage callback function. This function will be invoked every time a message is received from the mesh network, and will be called with a JavaScript object containing details of that message. In this example, we'll be using a Conectric USB router which will plug into a laptop, and the Conectric wireless switch sensor. We'll also need to do some setup on Twilio. The switch sensor's magnets can be used in multiple configurations. There's a wired magnet that connects to the main box. This can also be used to connect an embedded magnet that can be hidden in the door frame. There's an additional magnet inside the switch box that can be used without the trailing wires. First, let's review the messages that our callback function can receive. Each sensor has a distinct type of message with its own payload. However, all sensors provide some common keys such as the timestamp, sensor ID, a sequence number, and a type key indicating what sort of sensor it is. In this case, we're looking for a switch message. The switch message's payload contains two keys, one telling us that the door was opened, true, or closed, false, the other one giving us an idea of the sensor's remaining battery voltage. The SDK allows for the door switch logic to be reversed should your application prefer to receive true when the door is closed and false when it is opened. Now let's set up Twilio for our demo. Simply sign up for a trial account or log in using your existing credentials. We're using an existing Twilio project. If you created a new trial account, you'll need to make a new project and give it a name. From the dashboard, we need to note the account SID and auth token values, which we'll need for our code to use later. Next, we'll go to the Manage Numbers section of the portal. We can either obtain a new number to send messages from or reuse an existing one as shown here. Twilio trial accounts only allow SMS messages to be sent to verified numbers. If using a trial account, you'll need to verify your number with Twilio. A paid account does not have to do this. And that's all the setup that we need in Twilio. Now we'll go ahead and create a new Npm project in its own folder. Start with npm init and accept all of the defaults, except entry point where we'll use server.js. This gives us a standard package.json file, and we can now install our dependencies, which are the Conectric USB gateway module, and the Twilio module to make it easier to work with their API in Node.js. We can now copy an example server.js file from the Conectric USB Gateways examples folder into our project. Now let's take a look at the contents of that. Here, the callback function responds to switch events, sending an SMS via the Twilio API when one occurs. The code uses environment variables for configuring the Twilio account API keys and the numbers that the SMS message will originate from and be sent to. At line 18, we make sure that a switch sensor message was received and that the payload switch key is true, indicating that the door opened. Then, at line 21, we use the Twilio helper module to send an SMS message containing the ID of the sensor whose door was opened. Now we'll start the project with the standard npm start command. The gateway opens and listens for messages from sensors. Next, we'll open the monitored door, and the gateway will receive a message and then fire an SMS through Twilio, which is received by our iPhone. In this video, we've demonstrated the ease with which you can integrate the Conectric gateway and sensor product into other platforms. We hope that you found this useful and thank you for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with us, please email solutions@conectric.com or visit our website.